Okay, I don't know what else to do, gentlemen. I really don't. Chairman Rogers, uh, Leader McConnel, Governor Beshear, Senator Paul. Excuse me. I'm here. Trust me. Um, I'm going to point it right to you like I would want you to point it right to me. We're either going to go down as liars or we're not. Okay? It's that simple. We're the most educated, and you all are the most influential, obviously. Some of the most influential. But we can't lie. We cannot build on a foundation of lies. And right now we are. Every single one of us, all five of us. And it's taken me about 2 years to unwind my lie. It really has. It was a simple little lie. But not, for you gentlemen, with your education and intelligence and responsibilities, you can't miss this one. There's no pass. And it's taken me, some real humble pie to get to the bottom of it. Gentlemen, we cannot, let's just say, we're going to focus on Kentucky. We cannot grow Kentucky. Kentucky's ungrowable. There's no economic prosperity. We've peaked. It's peaked. It's down. Think about it. Prices have definitely risen faster than wages in the last 10 years, let's say, or whatever. We've hit a lot of really good metrics. I mean, we're not failures, but you cannot grow without population growth. You cannot. It's impossible. You can get a little bit more efficient. I mean, you can speed up the assembly line a little bit, raise prices, do whatever, but you can't. Someone explained to me, or as we say in Indiana when we're making fun of Kentucky, someone explained to me how we can grow with these new foreign jobs that Governor Beshear's doing an awesome job of being the front man. Governor Beshear, you are a great liaison. You are a great product ambassador. I'm telling you, the reason you're better than Newsom is because you can tell he's kind of half truthing a lot of times. You're not. You're a genuine guy, man. You're honest. All four of you gentlemen are honest. Even you, Leader McConnell. Think of all the harsh criticisms you've gotten paid for all the interesting things you've done for last minute. And I saw that shirt you sold. You sold out of a lot of your biggest campaign fundraising day ever. You had that one shirt. You gentlemen have had to deal with a lot. You're poor, addicted men, let's just say. And the opioid crisis was miserable. I mean, the coal, losing tobacco. I mean, they say that people in West Virginia and Kentucky have increased pain because of the labor that they went through, their jobs. I mean, we don't have that crap anymore. Guys, I had no idea it was this much hot. Gentlemen, I had no idea it was this much hotter in Kentucky. One night I slept on a 5-pound bag of ice. I'm about burned me up. I don't know how people did that. I read, when I was in the Jessamine County Jail for a minute, I read Frederick Douglass's biography. Sickening. His father was white and rejected him. Man, I'm telling you, you guys have been through a lot. We don't talk about that stuff up in Indiana, man. We stuff that crap. But I am absolutely above anything else. Forget highest and best use of whatever. Man, you gotta live in the truth, man. I mean, I've lived in the not truth pretty hard before. Not really realizing it. My dad's pretty solid when it comes to how you communicate, and he knows from his own experience and others that when you build upon inaccuracies and lies, whether they're intentional or not, you got a catastrophe. Okay, you're at least setting your next generation up for a whole bunch of undoing. It's going to be so far past our ability to fix it. It's called population, gentlemen. Our population does not have to shrink. I'm gonna be efficient because I'm going out on a limb here, guys. I really am. This is not I in no way came down here to try to corral you up with a testimony of mine, you know I'm not incriminating with you with anything. I'm not sending anything at you that you couldn't just hit delete, swoosh it off the back of your hand, and forget I'm even in Somerset, Kentucky. Okay? But I don't think that's the kind of men you are. That's why I'm here. In Indiana, they just whoop. I mean, I watched the 2024 State of the Judiciary, and I saw that Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch get up there like she's really Miss. I'm telling you guys, gentlemen, I don't even want you to look into this, but what she did and has done and protected, I don't care who she inherited it from. She's smart enough to know, and by golly, I know she heard my complainings. When you represent an entire state, and you first of all you misrepresent what the IHCDA even is, and then you convey this all things housing, and the housing prices go up like they did in Indiana. There's no action. There's no nothing. Just take it, consumer. Take it. I mean, forget that, man. I'm not gonna. I left. I'm not putting up with that crap, guys. Neither was you. You left too. So, how do we get population to grow? Well, I don't know how much you know about the. It's pretty freaking. There's like 3 things. Okay, now I'm going to shelf that one for now. We've got a Catholic to thank. I forget his name. Rock. His name was Rock. He came up with hey, I'm pro-abortion, anti-contraception. Okay, that's my stance. That's my political view. That's pro-growth. But the fact is we've got population. We've got access to people. Okay, we have constituents. I tell you who's going to be the best at this. This is you, Leader McConnell. You know how to do things that are right and expose yourself to the least amount of pain, criticism, crap. Show up at the hour to take the heat, get the vote, do the right thing. Everybody forgets about it. I love it. I told my dad when he was fleecing that company in Garrett County, I said, Dad, one of the things about consumers is they have a short memory span. People forget things. I mean, down here, guys, it doesn't matter what you've done. All the people I'm interacting with on my, not our level socioeconomically, but more of a laborer level, they hate all of you. They hate me too. They don't like me either. They don't like me from 30 feet away. Okay, they don't. They just don't. I mean, there's nothing. There's no inquiry. There's no why. I mean, I can't get anything substantive about why they don't like you. I don't even go there. It's just disdain. It's disdain for the whole system, the whole thing. I mean, one of you put one of the guys in brothers in jail. I mean, I'm like, I said, so how did, I kept trying to be like, why do you think it was? We've got to be truthful. We've got to get our constituents to accept the truth. We have a huge advantage here because we're bipartisan. We've got Governor Beshear, and then we have the 3 Republican office holders. Gentleman's going to go a little something like this. Hey, Biden let 7.5 million of them in, and we need to convert them into citizens because growth is the key to you keeping your food stamps, you keeping your health care, you having your Social Security, not moving it back from 62 to 65. I mean, lay it out. Like in sales, it's called a takeaway. Okay. It's when you didn't really care if you sold the house or not. And you just, oh, it's okay. I don't think you guys want to go look at the home site. Oh, no, we want, just take it all away. Take it, gentlemen, you can do it. Who's gonna knock any one of you out of office? No one. Me. And that's not how I'm thinking about it, but I think I could. That's how bad this is. That's how bad this is, gentlemen. This is how accurate we can be and how inaccurate we are right now. Not because, no, I've been in this spot before. I'm the one who shows up every day and gets to think about how he's going to get a pack of cigarettes and a cup of coffee. Okay. Once I do that, I'm pretty much my day's over. I don't have staff. I don't have any meetings. There's no plane tickets. I still don't have a Kentucky state ID. They took my Fayette County detention center, took my Indiana one, and it's been hell getting one. I don't know if I'll ever get one. I don't care. It's fair. Kentucky's fair. I got exactly what I was hoping for. A fair place. You know, I'm out here at Speedway like 5 in the morning. Oh man, Indiana, cop pull up. Oh, he'd come right over to me and it wouldn't go well. Here, they'd drive by. I wave to all of them. Not that I library problems. Look, gentlemen, this isn't a challenge. It's not. There's no reason to dispute the truth of what I'm saying. Your clear and readily documented activities, if I can keep up with them, which I think I can, are going to tell me how you pivot. You got to pivot. You have to choose to pivot. Just like yesterday was my day to communicate and get some clarity out there. Get excited about my hopes and longing to be a part of Kentucky education system, which is still what I want to do. I think that's my contributor. You know, but who wants to sell a bunch of real estate when it's all going to decline in value because there's fewer consumers? Well, until you address illegal immigration, that's the unavoidable truth. Let's see, everybody's sneaking in illegal. I am disgusted. Not any of you gentlemen. You don't have anything to do with this. I am disgusted about what we put our illegal immigrants through to become citizens. It's such a poor way to introduce someone to our culture. It's really sad. It's really sad. I've got the first idea I had in the last 2 hours that I've come to this conclusion. Take some of this real estate and build 5-story, not quite as, half hospital, a quarter of that hospital up there, and house 60, 80, 100 people. Yeah, get them. Don't worry about it. You don't have to. They'll pay their bills. You don't have to worry about it. Just get the zoning done and get it sold to your constituents. Because this is what we have to do. We have no choice. Your age of retirement is going to go back. Your taxes are going to go up. Everything's going to go bad and nothing's going to go good. And you can't even say for their generations because it doesn't seem like anybody really takes much of that into account. But all of you people in your mid-30s to 80, this is the solution. We have to, and then we have to have a defined path of immigration. I mean, let's see, 300 million. What's 1% of that? 3 million. So we need to produce 3 million new citizens every year, just to break even. Okay. Now this puts us at odds with Trump and Vance. It's funny, Vance is, because Trump's doing what he's going to do. He is nonpartisan. We all know that. He's not a Republican. He's not a Democrat. I jokingly say, kind of, he's part of the mob. You can't be a real estate performer like him in New York City and not know how to walk through all those complex relationships that exist in such a place. Huh? Who cares? Trump will figure it out. Trump can take this. See, Trump taught me a couple things. He taught me I can take it. Vance, you can take it. Doesn't matter what it is. Turn a deaf ear to it. Hear him say it, whatever, defend it. Don't defend it. It'll go away. Move on. I think Governor DeSantis said one time, they were complaining about something, how many steps ahead of them he was. Well, I kind of take that approach, except I don't map this stuff out, gentlemen. I try to do the next piece of work in front of me. And sometimes I sit there on my computer for 2 hours and look at census data and go, why? Well, the top 20, there's a couple countries, they're all white countries over in Europe and stuff, just about. A couple of them are decreasing by 20% a year. They've got these silly, people are so silly. One of the graphs for Ukraine, it had them going to zero. So we stop this. I don't even want to say it the way I want. We stop this. And then we say, okay, now, guys, I don't know if you know the radio talk show host, Hall of Famer, banned in Britain. Borders, language, culture. That is what I profess, focus on, and make my mission when I think about what this country is. It's sure not all men are created equal. That makes no sense to me. Having slaves and all that garbage. I can't think about that. Culture is when you get birth control, you get abortion, you get lack of marriage, you get all that crap out of your culture, and you incorporate and infuse leadership, parental leadership, even if it's single parents. And that's going to come, I think, from the second graders to sixth graders that are coming through the pike right now. That's how long it takes. Yeah, those are the ones. We have to instill leadership in them. Familial leadership, educational leadership. And if we don't, then we will just be a nation of new immigrants from, I mean, we're going to produce a few kids here and there, but, we're going to have to take as many of these people as we can get over here. And God forbid we're all lying to each other about where they came from and what status they are, and they're legal, they're not illegal, and where they live and where they. We have 7.5 million people that can't even go to a normal onto a normal piece of real estate out in the public because they could get scooped up and go, hey, either deport them or convert them. Now, we should have all 7.5 million people as citizens or out of here in one year. You know what that's going to do to the labor? It's going to drive it way down. Oh, well, guys, that's part of it. Might not drive it super far down. One last thing before I can get on to the next thing. Gentlemen, all we have is what we make. So Pulaski County's got about 16% manufacturing of its jobs, okay? All the service and all the things and stuff, when you got in fast food, okay, that counts. That's good. But you see how few people are making stuff? I have a prescribed solution to decreasing that output and instead increasing it. And you don't even have to use me. Lean thinking, Womack and Jones. Period. It is period. My highest and best use, one of the things I've thought of, just traverse Kentucky constantly. Go to every manufacturer that you can engage and try to. And then Governor Beshear, we Democrats, I think we have something here actually, because as we are the party of labor. Yeah. No, I mean I get it. You guys still have to play the game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making fun of the game you have to play. It's not pretty. It's not fun sometimes. But since we present ourselves as the party of labor, our good president, was the first to do all the labor union stuff he did. We can go out into the field and bring to our constituents out in the manufacturing sectors, one-on-one, up close, developmental work that's going to help put money in their employer's pocket. It's going to help put money in their pocket. It's going to give them some confidence, some reasons to train others, and give back. I mean, I have a pi. I have the Greek pi, Ka, Pi Kappa Alpha tattooed on my ankle. Okay, it's not giving me back squat. Period. I had a little time there at Purdue and it was fun and all, but Pi Kappa Alpha, the memories are there. There's some things that it instilled. But why, Governor Beshear? Let's just say I have the resources to do this. Why wouldn't I, as a fellow Democrat, go out and seek out these other fellow Democrats that are passionate about manufacturing and value added, and embrace them, meet them where they are, encourage them to prepare their supervisors and their owners of what they're working on, and then they can spread it as a benefit of being a part of the Democrat Party, here in Kentucky, which by God is. I didn't think about this when I jumped on the Indiana Democrat thing. We cannot lose the Democrat Party in Kentucky. That's why I don't want you to go to D.C., Governor Beshear. I like to keep you right where you are. Selfishly, the Democrat, the balancing act of the two powers here in Kentucky is important. This is a very open-minded state when it comes to solving problems and dealing with stuff. And I mean, I cannot tell you how happy I am to be in Kentucky, gentlemen. Kentucky, for quality of life, is so much better than Indiana. I don't even know where to start. Kentucky has much needed resources. It's overall just, it's a happier place. But the people aren't happy, not the ones I'm around. This is not a happy time. It's not. They're they're just they're just walking skeletons, man. Socially, we've got to fix this, and we can. Starts with education is the thing that's going to give us a chance to solve this problem ourselves, so we don't have to import, you know, every 1/3 of every American citizen from 2100 on is imported. So that's it. I will follow up soon. Thank you for thank you for receiving me. This is between the 5 of us, gentlemen. This video, this is, it's going to stay in my archives, but I'm not. Gentlemen, I want no harm to any of you. I want you all to prosper. I want all you to be great. I really do. I don't have any angst, any frustration. I have nothing but gratitude for what you've done, what you laid out before I got here, the work that you've done, the sacrifices you've made. Chairman Rogers, with all due respect, I revere you. I hope everything we're doing here, that I'm doing here in Somerset, Pulaski County, furthers your legacy and your amazing name. I've had so much fun looking up some of your old clips and just seeing how you operate. So what a cool town. The train goes up on the hill down to the confluence and the Davis grocery store. Mama Davis fed me biscuits every morning there for about 3 or 4 days when I was down in Tatesville in February. All right, guys, talk to you soon.